Letitia, WNMX Radio. Happy New Year. Our first podcast, our first radio show since we saw you last December 2022. I got this notebook. Let's just get right into it. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I got this notebook, Live with Purpose. Live with Purpose. There's so many P's going on in my mind right now. Purpose, police, passion, productivity. Oh, Prairie View. Prairie View produces productive people. Love it. But we got a lot to talk about. We're going to start a little light and then we're going to get a little rough. WNMX Radio, I want to thank the sponsor, KHR, 615-579-4614. Thank you so much for allowing us, for you hosting us, WNMX Radio, at your location here in Old Hickory Boulevard, Tennessee, your one-stop wonder for kitchen remodeling. Hey, out with the old, in with the new. I know you're done with the dull kitchen. So just stop saying you don't have any money, because you have it. New Year's Eve, you spent $600 down there on Broadway, $700 on liquor. As my mother would say, go in one end and out the other of your human body. So get on down here to KHR, 615-579-4614. Thank you so much for being our sponsor. Old Hickory Boulevard, Tennessee. Please let them know that Letitia Arminsbrook sent you. Let's get right into it. Tish the dish. What dish are we talking about today? It's just very simple. My mind was on popcorn. Popcorn. I got this recipe. I'm not going to say that this was mine, but if you just have the munchies at night, which I do, and those of you that are passionately working out, I need you to pop some popcorn. After you pop the popcorn, take some Kit Kats or your favorite candy bar. Do y'all remember the $1 million candy bar? That was an amazing game. They still sell it, I promise you. It's $1 million, or whatchamacallit. You remember the whatchamacallit candy bar? It was amazing. But today, we're gonna do Kit Kats because that's what I tried. Just regular popcorn. Get you some Kit Kats from the dollar store or $1.25. Inflation, I have nothing to do with, people. Cut the Kit Kats up. When the popcorn is hot, it has to be hot. When you get it out of the microwave, or those of you that just do the popcorn still over the stove. Any of y'all still pop popcorn over the stove? I do. But I popped some popcorn a while ago. Put the Kit Kats, chop up the Kit Kats, chop them up, and then while the popcorn is hot, throw the Kit Kats in the popcorn. Stir the popcorn up. Oh my goodness, you have that caramel, that chocolate popcorn taste. It is totally amazing, but it's not my recipe. It was someone else's recipe. I got it from Homewood Sweets. There's a new manager there at Brentwood, Tennessee. But I said, I'm gonna try it. It is really good. The popcorn cannot be cold. You have to do it while it's hot. Tish the Dish segment brought to you by what? KHR, your one-stop location for kitchen remodeling. Get out here to Old Hickory Boulevard. Tell them that Tish Arminsbrook sent you. They may give you a discount. Who knows? Let's get into it. Prairie View produces productive people. I will tell you that I research. I talk. You listen. Do your research. Yes, we have to talk about Memphis, Tennessee. I live in Tennessee. I don't want to start our New Year's segment off with it. The Cowboys lost. They lost. The Titans lost. Let's get into the sports segment brought to you by the Masters Academy, 615-948-5993. Your homeschool and tutoring needs. Listen, Cowboys, we have not beat San Francisco in 30 years. What's the problem, Jerry Jones? Hire me as your general manager. I guarantee you we will never lose again. Titans, we don't need to talk about a stadium yet. Let's not talk to the hand. That's the new line this year. When you are frustrated with people, I've been doing this line since 1985, and I'm so tickled that I hear so many people doing it now. When you are trying to talk and people are trying to overtalk you, or they're not listening to what you're saying, talk to the hand. Just talk to the hand. I see so many people doing it now. People are calling Miss Brooks. My daughter told me to talk to the hand. I'm not talking to children. You cannot tell your parents to talk to the hand. Jerry Jones, Titans, what is happening? Talk to the hand. Often imitated, never equal, DCC, Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. Why can't you be perfection like them? What's the problem? And then we want a new Titan Stadium. NatishaTheMix01@gmail.com. What is the problem? You want a new Titan Stadium and we can't even get to the playoffs. What is the problem? Talk to the hand. You see these stars? Perfection. America is perfection. Dallas, you are America's team. Dak, what happened? So anyway, talk to double hands right now. Anyway, we're going to go with Mahomes. Mahomes is from my hometown, East Texas, Tennessee. We produce productive NFL football players. So we're going to go with Kansas City. Talk to the hand, Dallas Cowboy fans. I'm upset with you, but we must get over it. We must get past this. We need to figure out how to get into a Super Bowl. Titans, Cowboys. So my line is, those of you that don't know me, I am known to many. Some of you need to get to know me. Natisha R. Miss Brooks. NatishaTheMix0@gmail.com. WNMX Radio. Listen, out with the old, in with the new. Yes, we're going to get to Memphis in just a second. But I want to leave with this nice line. You can Tennessee my Texas, and you can Texas my Tennessee. I love both the Cowboys and the Titans. I love both oranges. University of Tennessee or University of Texas. We'll talk about that in the next segment. Which orange is better? Which blue is better? You can Tennessee my Texas, and you can Texas my Tennessee. Let's talk about Tennessee. Memphis. What's the problem? What's happening? Let's get right into it. Five officers were fired. I'm not going to even mention your name. Wasted social security number. Wasted social security number. Why in the Sam? Why in the Sam would you kick someone when they're down? Preachers talk about that. Miss Manager, don't they talk about that? Preachers talk about that. Why
Yes,
do
ma'am.
you kick
Yes,
someone while they're down spiritually or physically? You kick them down both spiritually and physically. He went out of this world with the last thing on his mind. He was kicked spiritually and physically. Memphis, Tennessee. You can Tennessee my Texas, and you can Texas my Tennessee, except for that. What is the problem? So I know what's on America's mind. Something is on my mind. I know what you're thinking. I know. Natisha, they were black. They were black. Black on black crime. So here's the thing. We had peaceful dinner. Oh, we're going to get right into it. I'm going to say what needs to be said, and I say what I mean. I talk, you listen, you do your research. But I'm going to say what's on everybody's mind, but you're afraid to say it. You have not the courage to say it, but I'm going to say it. 5 black officers beat 1 black young man, didn't even weigh this shirt wet. I think this shirt weighs more than him. This dress weighs more than him. 5 black officers beat down a black man. We call for peaceful demonstrations. Do we get peaceful demonstrations? Yes. But I'm going to say what you don't have the courage to say. Had it been 5 white men beat down a black boy, young man like that, y'all would have burnt the country down. The country would have been burnt down. Maybe the kitchen, I would have had to come over here to KHR and guard the kitchen cabinet place. You'd have been mad as hell. You wouldn't have called for peaceful demonstration. You'd have burnt the place down. It's a fact. Had those been white officers on a black male But let me tell you what I learned today. Let me take my glasses off on this. I learned that a white officer was actually there, saw what happened, got in his car, drove off, and quit the next day. Am I right, Miss Manager? So I have nothing to do with this. I'm sad that he felt that he had to quit. What I'm sad about today is that America, for the first time, if you don't understand what I'm trying to tell you, it's not about color, it's ignorance. It's just flat out ignorant. And let me do a last demonstration. I watched the video. The man was down. The officer turned around, walked away, and said, oh, let me get one more kick in. Boom. You kicked him when he was down. Let's get right into it. Job, one of the best Bible passages I can possibly tell you in the Bible. His own wife kicked him when he was down. Look at you. You're broke. You're nothing. Not going to be nothing. You done lost everything you had. And you still trying to worship this God. Well, guess what? He, and when I say he, it's even hard for me to mention his name. What was his name, Miss Producer? You kicked him while he was down. While he was down. What is the problem, Memphis, Tennessee? And then as people across the country are calling me, Natisha, our Miss Brooks, what the bleep is going on in Tennessee? We're already known as a red state. Red state. So here we go. What we're going to do is this. We're going to live with the purpose. What was the purpose of that? It wasn't life. I got this from Barnes & Noble. Start your new year off with a journal. Something that's going to tell you we can review success, accomplishments, detours, and failures. What was the failure in Tennessee? Communication. Communication. It took 5 of you on a traffic stop. What in the world is going on? Were you living with a purpose? Were you living with what was the purpose of kicking him while he was down? What is the purpose of you, America, kicking someone while they're, and I'm not talking about physical, I'm talking about spiritual. Some of you know y'all do that. You go into work with a mindset of getting someone fired. You go into work with the mindset of, how can I get this person? How can I get at this person? You go into the mindset of not living with the purpose. Segment brought to you by, and we're going to make this short, sweet, and to the point. Live with the purpose. Live with a purpose. Are you a productive producer? That's what I want to know. Are you living productively? What have you done productive today? Did you beat somebody, spiritually or physically? What have you done that was productive today? Live with a purpose. Every single day, America, I want you to ask yourself, how many cabinets did you build? When I say cabinets, I'm not talking about physical. How many cabinets, what did you build on today? What did you put in motion today? Why in the world would you end someone's life? Did you live? See, if you think about that, live with the purpose. And finally, does the uniform make the person, or does the person make the uniform? DCC, often imitated, never equal. This question was posed to a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader candidate. Gotta watch it, DCC making the team. The question was asked, and I'm not sure if I agree with Kelly Finglass on this. I love you, Kelly. You're the best one. Best cheerleader director of all time. But you asked a question to one of the cheerleading candidates that said, does the uniform make the candidate, or does the candidate make the uniform? And then the young lady said, I make the uniform. Y'all blew her away. Y'all said that was the wrong answer. I'm not sure what the answer is. Do the clothes that you put on, Gucci, whatever it is, does that make you, or do you make it? Police officers, when you put on that uniform, do you make the uniform or does the uniform make you? Natisha R. Miss Brooks, WNMX Radio, Natisha's political advice as I leave you with this. My advice to you, be productive producers in 2023 and live with the purpose. Natisha in the Mix, 01gmail.com. Thank you, KHR, for building cabinets with a purpose. Building people's lives with a purpose. Living with a purpose. What was your purpose, Memphis? Clean it up. Fix it up. So the next time we'll do this with a smile. Nobody's smiling right now. And I know that on my segments I've told you to smile. I can't smile today because that was someone's child. And for the love of God, Reverend Al Sharpton, do not make this about you. Preach the eulogy and close your mouth. Make this about purpose. Teach us purpose. Natisha in the Mix, WNMX Radio. Thank you for joining us. We're near Cedar Grove Inn, Lebanon, Tennessee. Cedar Grove Inn Bed and Breakfast. Tell Miss Kim I sent you. Best bacon, best breakfast, best is better than a hotel. Natisha in the Mix, the Masters Academy, 615-948-5993. Your one stop for homeschool and your tutoring needs. And finally, here we are, KHR, WNMX Radio, hosting us right here in Old Hickory, Tennessee. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching. Live with a purpose.